Why is 4C hair hated so much? Hey guys, it's Alexandria X, and I used to make content on Instagram, but now I've switched over to YouTube. And the type of content I like to make are vlogs, talking videos, TV show commentary, and movie commentary. If you're new here, subscribe down below, and if you're not new here, welcome back to this channel. So yes, I'm filming the same video, same outfit, in the same day. Like I said, I wanted to get a use of footage before my hair gets put up into a protective style, because I'm actually going to somebody to get my hair done. Y'all know I don't like people in my head like that, but this girl, I really do trust her, and I want to get her, help her, you know, because she's a smaller hair stylist. I want to talk about 4C hair as we're on hair. Y'all know I have type 4 hair, mainly 4C. Like back here in the back, I don't know if you guys can see, but like this section of my head is like 4A. Then like I have like some 4B sporadically throughout my hair. It's not all in like one spot like the 4A. It's like here and there, and then most of my head is like 4C. Like pretty much then the rest is 4C. So I want to just, I've been recently watching a lot of Mayowa's World, and I just watched a video from Star Puppy and like 4C hair. Well, Mayowa's World, she basically talks about a lot of texturism and colorism in the black community and anti-blackness, but I want to specifically talk about the texturism within 4C community. Like, it's weird. Like, I feel like I just want to talk about my experience with my type 4 hair and everything like that. And so growing up, I had a relaxer. I've told my natural hair story before. I'll leave it linked in the cards for you. I'll leave it linked in the cards up here, so you can go watch that natural hair journey video on how I grew out my 4C hair. But growing up, I had a relaxer. Making a long story short, I had a relaxer. Then I transitioned in 2016 when I was in 6th grade, February 2016, and I've been natural. Dang, I've been natural for 7 years. That's crazy. And here I am today with my hair being thicker, because my hair is like naturally thin, but my hair is not thicker and fuller and everything like that. And honestly, many ups and downs with my hair. There's been many moments in my life where I have been stopped for going out in my natural hair because, you know, it was seen as unkept or not managed enough or whatever the case may be. And you know, it kind of hurt, because I remember especially in 8th grade, that's when I really started having a realization for loving my natural hair, and I really wanted to start wearing my natural hair out, but I was always stopped by wearing it, more so specifically my family, because, you know, obviously it's seen as, you know, it's not. And I have some family members, and I've heard, even not just my family members, but I've also heard some other black people say that they don't want to be with somebody that has type 4 hair. They want to be with someone who has like at least 3C hair or 4A, so their kids won't have type 4 hair. Now, what type of logic is that? They're like, no, I'm not going to be doing no bad hair. I'm only going to be doing good hair. And it's so weird that you pick out your partner specifically because of a hair type, and maybe that means maybe you shouldn't be having kids, or maybe you shouldn't be with that person if you're going to be with them because of their hair. I think, you know, with type 4 hair, with type 4 hair, people don't appreciate type 4 hair because it's always been seen as unkept or, you know, not good hair, and it's just terrible, you know. And I think because that's a lot of internalized racism within us as a people. It's just internalized texturism within ourselves sometimes. Now at this point in my life, I've learned to love my natural hair. I remember being like, when I first went natural, like more so 7th grade, and I had a friend at the time. She was mixed race, and I low-key wish I had her like hair type at the time. that's when I had like, you know, internalized racism within myself, because she was mixed race. Her mom was black and her dad was white, but um, she had like curly hair, like 3B hair, and I wish she would do her hair and she would tell me about her hair, and I wish I could do that too, but I could never do my hair like that either, because my hair was type 4 and I always had to go to the beauty salon every single like anytime I had to take it out of protective style, and I low-key like hated my hair. Like I remember too when it was time for my natural hair to be out, I would play in my natural hair and basically try to drench my natural hair in gel, because I was like, maybe if I drench it in gel I can get that good hair, you know, like my mixed friend over there. And and it was like and it sucks because it makes me kind of sad now that I had that way of thinking, that well, maybe if I drench my hair in gel, or maybe if I do something, if I put gel in my hair, then people will see my hair as good hair, and you know, people won't pick fun of me for having nappy hair, you know. And I don't like when people use the term nappy. Like, I mean, if you use it in a positive way, you can use it in a positive way, but I don't like the word nappy because it definitely has negative connotation to it. I know with in the UK they call nappy as like a baby's diaper or a pacifier. I can't remember which one, but I'm not in the UK, so for me nappy means, and when black people hear the word good hair and nappy, you know what that means. Like you definitely know what that means, because there has been like some families as well, and like the family that because I have like a step family, and that family has like huge internalized racism. They don't like dark skinned people really. They don't like, they're very colorist people and texturist people. They don't like dark skins, and they don't like, they want their hair to be really long. Everyone always claims that they got Native American in them, and no one can be dark skinned. Everyone has to be brown skin or light skin, but like a lighter brown skin, not just brown skin. Like, I feel like at least like my complexion or lighter. I am a brown skin person, but like my brown skin to them is acceptable. If I'm like a little bit any darker, like how I get in the summertime, then no. So but yeah, they like brown skin people or lighter, but you can't be too brown skin, and your hair type has to be at least 4A or up. So 4A, 3C, 3B, they don't like, or else if your hair is 4B, 4C, you're getting a relaxer. And that shocks me how they really don't like people. And like I said, it's not my like family, it's my step family. I don't really know them like that, but from the stories I've heard, they just very colorist people, very colorist and texturist people, and I wish I could sit down and have a conversation with that. I feel like if I went over there to my step family and they saw me with my hair like this, they would probably be like, you look a mess, you look dumb, nappy head, you know, whatever the case may be. And you know, it hurts my heart that people, even people still walk around like this today. Like, people walk around thinking things like that today. And also with the topic of black men, I've noticed that a lot of black men, who mainly most of the time are dark skinned, will be with a light skinned woman, more so specifically a lot of the times they're mixed race, because they have internalized race within themselves. I feel like a lot of black men, they like to be with light skinned women who, or most like I said, or even mixed race, but light skinned women who have colored eyes, curly hair, they're light skin, they have a little bit more Eurocentric features. Why? I have no idea. And I wish I could talk to some black men who do think like this, like why they choose to be with like mixed race girls. And I mean, I'm not dodging anybody or bashing anybody if that's their prerogative. If that's your prerogative, that's what you do. But sometimes I want to like look into like people's brains and like look into it and think and say, why do you think the way you think? You know, why do you have this? You know, and it's crazy how, and I always feel really bad for like darker brown skinned girls, and not light skin, and dark skin girls, because I feel like they're always left in the dust because especially if they're dark skinned and they have type 4 hair, more specifically 4C hair. I feel like dark skinned girls who have curly hair, like the 3C, 3B hair, they get a little bit more of an upper hand. Yes, they may be dark skinned, but they have good hair, so they get a little bit more of an upper hand because, you know, their hair type kind of saves them. But the dark skinned girls who have type 4 hair, more so specifically like the 4B, 4C section, it's we don't want you, we don't want to speak to you. And I don't know why there's so much texturism in the natural hair community, black community, period, you know, because I don't understand. You know, I don't understand why there's so much texturism and colorism within our community. Like, we're always talking about we're trying to better ourselves as a people. We're trying to move on as a people. We're trying to grow as a people. Okay, if we're trying to grow as a people, why are you still saying and doing the same things that were happening 15 years ago? Like, why? Haven't we moved on as a people is the real question. You're talking about we're moving on as a people, we're growing as a people, okay? Doesn't look like it to me. Because if we were growing as a people, we wouldn't have colorism problems and texturism problems. All that would be dissolved. We would be able to, like, especially black women, any black man will be able to approach any black woman with type 4 hair. Not just only when the black woman with type 4 hair straightened, or they're wearing box braids, or any kind of protective style, or wigs, you know? Why is it that, you know? Why? This video is more so not really a planned out video. I just popped my camera up, but it's a conversation that if anybody sees this, let's have a conversation in the comments. Let's not try to bash, no hate, none of that. Just we're having a civilized conversation in the comment section down below. But why is this? You know, I've never understood why our people are so against one another. And I know it starts with slavery, because I feel like that's where a lot of African Americans, that's where a lot of our issues are rooted in, is slavery. But why can't we just resolve, you know? And like I said, and I also have a video about colorism and texturism in the natural hair community. I'll pop that video over there in the cards for you guys again, because I do go a little bit more in depth in how, when I used to be a natural hair influencer, I definitely did experience a little bit of texturism. So with those communities, and I also explain colorism as well, and how we're talking about we're trying to get past colorism, but nope, it's still there even to this day. Even though I made that video 7-8 months ago, it's still very prevalent to what I talked about in that video. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't really have anything else to say. It's more so of me projecting my thoughts out onto camera and just talking about it to you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm filming this on the last day of Black History Month. By the time it's uploaded, I know it won't be Black History Month anymore. But yes, black hair. Look at, like, this is a full representation of type 4C hair. And before I actually end up this video, I've also been growing my type 4 hair, 4C hair, because I'm trying to beat the stigma of black girls can't grow their hair, black girls with type 4 hair can't grow it, 4C. So I'm beating the stigma. You know, we're gonna beat the stigma. If you're a black girl on this channel, let's beat the stigma together, because I'm tired of people trying to put us into this stereotype and thinking and generalizing all black girls into this who have type 4 hair, more so specifically 4C. But now the video's ending. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye.